today's topic is one that comes up so often when we have people inquiring about EFT training, or people who are even just having conversations with me about wanting to be in the healing space, the healing modality space, and wanting to be, we use the word therapist, while practitioners are not therapists, but people who want to be in the space where they're helping other people. And one of the things that comes up so often as a block for people is, how do I actually help people when I don't have my own life sorted? And it's such a myth, and it's something that I really wanted to share with people and to give my perspective and my view on it, because I think it holds people back way too much. I think it holds you back way more than it needs to. And I think there is this, maybe this perception or this view that, you know, those of us who are already in that healing space really have our life sorted and really have everything happening and really have it all together because of what we see on social media. I went to a meeting the other day, and there was a whole group of things. I sit on a committee for a charity, and one of the girls said, look, I really need to bring in some more joy into my life. And I've gone, oh yeah, me too. And this other woman goes, you got to be kidding. Like, your life is just so alive and electric and out there, and it's all over social media, which is true. On social media, my life is out there and alive. And yeah, I do all of those things, and I do all those things because I love them. But it doesn't mean that my life is completely, totally sorted because of what people see on social media. So I wanted to really address that fallacy with people, because I hate the idea that people are entering this career, whether it's, as I said, whether it's EFT tapping, whether it's coaching, whether it's healing, whether it's anything else you're feeling called to do, because you've got the idea in your head that you have to have your own life sorted. Now, I know when I joined coaching college, which was, gosh, is it 14, 15 years ago maybe? It's got to be getting close to 14, 15 years ago. And one of my teachers at the time said, Lorna, you don't need to have your whole life sorted. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to be miles and miles ahead of your clients. You need to be one step ahead. And that was like, seriously? How can I help somebody else by only being one step ahead of them? And then when I got what she was kind of meaning, it allowed me, or maybe gave me permission, to get okay with not having this perfect ideal life and lifestyle and have everything where it needs to be before I step into the space of helping others. Because obviously, while I was in my course, because I have a diploma in life coaching, so it was a 2-year diploma course. It was very, very intense in what we learned. In that space, though, I had to recognize of how much of my own stuff and my own blocks and my own limits it was important to shift. So do you have to have it all sorted before you join a training? The answer is no, you don't. My perspective is, though, you need to be making sure you're enrolled in some sort of training that is actually going to support you while you do your own work, while you do the shifts and the changes that you need to do. Because I also have a belief, if we were the person we were meant to be, or we're the person we need to be to do the work that we want to do, then we would already be doing it. So there needs to be some personal growth in there. I know our EFT training, it's the advanced practitioner course that we offer at the moment is very, very high end. It's very much based on how do we help people in personal development, and how we help them grow. How do we help you as a practitioner grow into the practitioner you need to be? And by doing that, we clear a lot of your limits and your blocks, and we get into people's personal lives, and we help them sort out the triggers and the activations that are going to happen while they're with clients. We help them to get rid of them and sort them while they're going through the training. So for you as well, you need to make sure that if your training isn't including all of that personal development, that you take it on yourself. You need to be focused on coming into a space to help other people. You are coming from a place of service, which is beautiful and can easily be done. But unless you're doing the underlying work yourself, what is going to happen is when you're with your clients, they're going to talk about a particular topic that you may think you've either dealt with, or it really doesn't, you don't think it bothers you, it really isn't important. And what will happen is you will have a physical reaction in your body from something your client says. It's the weirdest thing that happens. It's almost like the universe knows that you kind of got to go and sort that thing. And it seems to bring us clients that just trigger something in us. Now, it may be something really, really simple from a client. It doesn't need to be a big T issue. It doesn't mean that you need to have big T trauma issues and have resolved them before you can do any of this work either. It's the idea that you need to be doing your own work as you progress. As I said, our EFT, our advanced EFT does that. We have a high lot of personal development and a lot of interactions with our students to help them in that. Our practitioner course, which is just more the practitioner of EFT, perfect for people who've already got some sort of business or some sort of qualification behind them and they want to add EFT to it. In that course, we don't do anywhere near as much personal development because the expectation is if you're already in your business, you've done a lot of it already. So let's now head into where your mindset needs to be. To be a practitioner, particularly of EFT, or actually I'm going to just talk about in any of the healing modalities. To be a practitioner in that space, there are a couple of core traits, I guess, or core, maybe just core beliefs that you need to have, right? And number one is the ability to come from a place of service. Now, when people think of service, it can get all jumbled. I went with a wonderful, wonderful client last night, a practitioner, helping her get through some of her stuff. And when I talked about service, she was getting really confused, or we kind of had to peel it apart. Let's put it that way. We kind of had to break it all apart. When you come from a place of service, which means you're in a space with another person and all of your thoughts are on that other person. Every thought you're having in that space, there is nothing on your own stuff. You're not having thoughts about what you're doing for dinner or grabbing the milk at the shop or what the kids are doing or whatever. Your total focus is on that person. As a practitioner, the gift of being able to be that present for another person and to be able to be that invested in their transformation, to care enough to hold the space to be so focused on them, that is a gift that most humans don't even get. Most of us don't have any conversations with any people, realistically, that aren't about the other person. You're talking to another person. We are usually listening to talk. We are usually listening to have the conversation continue. It's not often that we are listening with a pure intention to listen. Many of us do, but many of us don't. So when you're sitting in a space with a client, the ability to just stay so focused on them, just like I am here with you. I'm so focused on you. I'm so focused on what delivering message I can give to you. As a client, we are going to do that for our clients. We are going to be listening to what they say. We're going to be watching and reading their body language. We are going to be hearing the patterns in behind what they say and the stories that they're running to help them shift those. So one of the key things you need to be is just a desire to learn how to hold space. Coaching and practitioner and therapy and stuff like that, my belief is your clients would be doing 80 to 90% of the talking, except for the time when we're actually doing the tapping with somebody. If we're doing all the talking, our clients are not feeling heard. So there's the number one thing, is the idea that you will come from a space of service. You will open yourself up to just being present for somebody and just knowing that what you need to say and what you need to feel and how you need to be in that space will come. The other one is a desire. Maybe desire is not the right word, because none of us want to do our own work, but a recognition and an understanding of the importance of doing your own work. You might not know how to do your own work before you come into this space, before, say, you enroll with us or someone else. You might not know how to do that. You might not know much about that, but we're going to train you in that. We're going to teach you how to do that. So don't let that be a block either. As long as you're progressing through, and as said, facing your own stuff and not pretending that, you don't need to. Because I know when I came into coaching space, I was shocked, mortified, upset, just totally off the planet with how much work was me. I thought I was coming to do coaching to help other people. I was coming to be a life coach. I was coming to do that because I just wanted to help all these other people help and sort their lives. I just didn't recognize how much was about me. So the easy way was go and do the work, but do the work on me. Then the coaching stuff just flowed. It just happened really easily. It was so easy just to make it all happen because I was focused on that. What else are some key traits? Being committed to the journey, being committed to wanting the best for your clients, being committed to knowing that they can have more than they have, and being committed to learning the best and learning the most that you can to give to them. So they're probably my really 3 key things that you should focus on and you should think about before you enroll in an EFT training. Because for me, it's one of the most rewarding careers I've ever been in. And I have had, a lot of careers very much in corporate, but being able to have somebody sit in front of me who's going through some stuff in their life that's just not working for them, and getting them to the end and they go, oh, now I see that. Oh gosh, now I can understand that. Oh, is that what that's going on? And then be able to make different choices because the trigger and the pattern's gone. That to me is totally, totally invaluable. So to recap on what we've chatted about, if you're, just jumping onto the live here now, do you have to have your own life sorted before you jump into practitioner training? No, you do not. We will teach you if you choose us as a school. Other courses, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they've got a whole lot of personal development in there, but if you commit to your own personal development journey, regardless of where you're training, and clear out your own stuff and work on your stuff and learn how to be present, hold space, they're the main keys of being able to help somebody without having your own life totally sorted. So I am thrilled to have been here with you once again, coming to you from paradise. I will see you again at 10 o'clock next Thursday, and we will have more conversations about what it means to be an EFT practitioner. How do you help your clients? What do you do for them? So if you have any questions that you'd love to ask, pop them underneath this video. I will happily come in and answer any of them you want, or pop us a little note in the group and we will include it in the next live. So I'm going to cheerio for now, pressing all the buttons, and I will see you next time.